What is going on, my people? We are finally back again, bro. Hope everyone's doing absolutely fantastic. You done already, fam. Your gal's favorite is back again, bro. Here to preview Matchday 24 and, of course, review some of the madness that went down during Matchday 23. But before we do, fam, like always, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend, and let's get it cracking, bro. Matchday 24, of course, kicks off on Saturday when Aston Villa take on Arsenal. Aston Villa lost their last game against Man City in the Premier League. Very disappointing, performance from Aston Villa. The defense was absolutely shocking. And honestly, it was their fault that, Man City went on to win that game. Arsenal, there was reasons why I had doubts. For me, I said 2-1 win against Brentford. I had my doubts. I was like, I'm not very confident giving that score, but who cares? They ended up dropping points yet again, fam. And not only in that game, they also dropped points in the midweek against Manchester City, losing 3-1 to Man City. It was embarrassing, fam. Absolutely embarrassing. The defensive mistakes were disgusting, bro. Really dumb stuff. Arsenal, for me, I think in that game against Man City, they were their worst enemy. I don't think either side played better than the other, to be honest. For me, that win that City got against Arsenal, that just confirms that, the league isn't over. City are still in this fight till the end, fam. Arsenal, I know people are saying that they're out of the title race. It's over. I don't think that's I don't think that really is the case. I think that game just proved that, these two teams are going to go head to head until the final day. Arsenal can potentially pick up points in this game. It is going to be a tough one. Going away is always really tough. And just the whole occasion as well. Unai Emery, ex-Arsenal manager. So there's a lot of stuff, factors to take into consideration when you look at this game. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw for Arsenal. If they win, maybe, just maybe a 2-1 win. But I'm sticking with a 1-1 draw. After that, we of course have Brentford versus Crystal Palace. Brentford, as I already mentioned, drew their last game against Arsenal 1-1, and Crystal Palace, they also drew their last game when they took on Brighton, another 1-1 draw. This game I think will be very leveled. However, Brentford in recent weeks, they actually have been pretty strong at home, so they are my favorites to win this game. That's why I'm going to go for a 1-0 draw. Crystal Palace, they do have that in them to, go away and get some type of result, but they're just too inconsistent, bro. So, yeah, 1-0 win for Brentford. After that, we of course have Wolves versus Bournemouth. Wolves, they drew their last game in a little bit of form. They did get that red card, which was very unfortunate for them. And then Bournemouth, they drew their last game against Newcastle, which, in my opinion, I think for Bournemouth as well, they would agree that was a good result. For them, that was a good result. Much better than getting nothing. Newcastle, not the result that they wanted, and this just confirms it, bro. I'm telling you, Newcastle, they have not been playing well lately. They're up there, they are up there on the table, but as of lately, they've been scraping points and just have not been that good. Looking at this game initially, Wolves were my favorites to go on to win this game. I think they did have it, but I think that red card is going to hurt them going to this game. I think mentally, they'll be a little bit distracted by that, so I'm going to go for a 0-0 draw. Following that, we have Brighton versus Fulham. Brighton, as I already mentioned, drew their last game with Crystal Palace, and Fulham, they won their last game 2-0 against Nottingham Forest. Can I just say, fam, that Willian goal on the left foot, his weak foot, was absolutely out of this world. For me, that was not just the goal from last weekend. I think that has to be up there with one of the goals of the season. That was absolutely sick. The way he put that defender in a spliff, bro, that was OG Willian right there. That was really, really nice. Words can't express how sick that goal was. But yeah, Brighton are without a doubt my favorites going into this game. They have tipped off a little bit in form as of recently. They've been playing very average. Fulham looks like they're picking up pace a little bit. It's going to be a very close game. I think Brighton do have that advantage due to the fact that they are playing at home. So I'm going to go for a 2-1 win for Brighton. Next up, we have Everton versus Leeds. Both teams actually losing 2-0 in their last games. Everton losing 2-0 to Liverpool, and Leeds United losing 2-0 to Man United. Both teams were awful in that game. I think Leeds, they showed some fight. They were showing some fight, but it was a little sloppy. I think the defense did let them down as well. And then as for Everton, they should have gotten to that game, showed a little bit more. The defense, again, though, for Everton was really playing against them. Very unfortunate stuff because, like I mentioned, I think Everton, they could have gotten at least a point out of that game, but it be what it be. I think they played more attention to the occasion rather than the game. I'm hoping this game is entertaining. Maybe there'll be some goals, so I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. That might be a bit far-fetched just due to the fact that both of these guys are struggling to score at the moment, but I'll go 2-2 draw. Next up, we have Chelsea versus Southampton. Chelsea, of course, drawing their last game 1-1 against West Ham in the Premier League. A controversial game. There was that one whole handball incident or whatever. For me, whether that was called or not, I think Chelsea played a very average game. West Ham done well to step up to Chelsea. Both teams didn't really play all that. Joe Felix scored a goal, good for him, but yeah, I think both teams are just very alike. Anyways, I actually do believe Southampton have a chance of getting something out of Chelsea. Chelsea have not been all that, and their attack has been abysmal, bro. Considering all the money they spend, it's really disappointing to see the very minimal stuff they've been able to do. So I think Southampton gets something out of this game. I'm actually going to go for a 1-0 win for Southampton. Moving on, we have Nottingham Forest versus Manchester City. Manchester City winning their last game, not only against Aston Villa, 3-1 win against Aston Villa, they also won Arsenal in the midweek on Wednesday, 3-1. I already mentioned this, but yeah, I don't think they played better than Arsenal. I really don't. Arsenal were their worst enemy. However, in that second half, City just ever so slightly were playing a little bit better, and I think that's just due to the fact that City were just able to outsmart them, you know, like that. Both teams were playing like they didn't want to lose, and I think City, you know, they were kind of like, they were able to get over that and be like, you know what, we can actually win this game, and they got the 3 points. I think it was a very deserved result for Man City. However, Nottingham Forest this season, yeah, they have a history of disappointing the bigger side. So, believe it or not, I strongly believe that Man City will drop points in this game. I don't think the focus will be there. I'm gonna go for a 1-1 draw. It would be absolutely mind-blowing if Nottingham Forest get the 3 points that they desperately need from this game, but I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. I really do believe City drop points. The last and final fixture on Saturday for Matchday 24 in the Premier League is, of course, Newcastle versus Liverpool. Newcastle, as I already mentioned, drew their last game 1-1. Not in serious form at the moment and have not been playing well. Liverpool, their last game against Everton, they won 2-0. Brilliant goal from Salah. And like I mentioned in my last video, that game could potentially be the kick that they needed. And it might just be because Liverpool, who knows, they might just go on a run. I personally don't favor a single one of these sides going into this game. However, I do believe that Liverpool winning that Merseyside derby on Monday is going to give them loads of confidence going into this game. They can potentially win this game. They really can. However, I do think Liverpool have that in them. They're not the same. I'm going to go for a 0-0 draw. Heading into Sunday, we of course have Man United versus Leicester City. Man United have been decent in recent weeks. They actually won their last game 2-0 against Leeds United without the likes of Casemiro, fam. They done well to get the job done. And then Leicester City, they've picked up form in recent weeks, something that we haven't seen from Leicester City so far this season. Absolutely put Tottenham in a spliff, bro. Destroyed them 4-1. Tottenham was another one of those teams that was their worst enemy. The defense was non-existent in that game. Leicester City, it was a training session for them because they just went, bro, the goals that they scored were embarrassing, bro. Leicester City, while I've been convinced of what I've been seeing lately, they've been playing some really good stuff. I think they'll fall short just a little bit. I think they're going to really have to show some serious grit in order to get the 3 points that they want, let alone a point. So I'm going to go for a 2-1 win for Man United. I think they'll get the job done. If Leicester City win this game, good for them. And it'll be well deserved that they do so. The last and final fixture for Matchday 24 in the Premier League comes on Sunday when Tottenham Hotspur take on West Ham. London derby. Should be really, really good. Tottenham Hotspur, as I already mentioned, got absolutely fist up in their last game against Leicester City, and then West Ham, they drew their last game against Chelsea, as I've already mentioned as well. Both teams are going to go head to head in what should be a really good match, I reckon. Both not in any sort of form, not playing very well at the moment, and more so Tottenham, in my opinion, than West Ham. I personally do believe that West Ham can actually get 3 points off of Tottenham if they really grind this one out. I think they really can get the job done. Both teams are going to turn up for this, and I think more so West Ham than Tottenham, in my opinion. However, Tottenham are coming off of that loss in the midweek in the Champions League as well, so that might give them, a kick. That might give them a kick that they need going into this game. I'm gonna go for a 1-1 draw. I think it'll be very leveled. I think both. I really don't feel that any of these sides will show anything, extraordinary. So I'm sticking with the 1-1 draw. But anyways, fam, this is the Premier League table as of right now going into the weekend. We have Manchester City in first for the first time this season with 51 points. Arsenal in second with 51 points, behind on goal difference. Man United in third with 46. Newcastle in fourth with 41. Tottenham in fifth with 39. Brighton in sixth with 35. Fulham in seventh with 35. Brentford in eighth with 34. Liverpool in ninth with 32. And Chelsea in 10th with 31. You, man, can read the rest of the table. But anyways, fam, I hope you did enjoy. If you did, like always, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend. Let me know in the comments down below what you enjoyed the most from Matchday 23, favorite moment, favorite goal, all that stuff. And also, what are you looking forward to the most during Matchday 24? What player is going to play the best? What team is going to play the best? Arsenal, will they get a win? Let me know all that stuff in the comments down below. We also saw Will Ferrell taking like a tour of the northern part of England, which is very interesting. But I guess he gave the likes of Man City and Liverpool luck because he attended both of their matches and they won both of the matches. So maybe he's the good luck charm for both of those teams. Also, we had the Champions League that came back this week. I thought it was a little boring, in my opinion. That's why I'm really diving into it and talking about it. But you guys let me know in the comments down below what you thought about the matches. I know people were talking about the PSG Bayern, but yeah, fam, hope everyone's doing absolutely fantastic, and I will see you guys soon.